everybody. How you doing today? It's a nice fall day. Heading out for a little scoop, check out some colors, because we're coming to the end of the riding season here in Canada. But before I get to today's topic, hey, I'm Rob. Let's go Dead Knot. How you doing? Nice to meet you. I talk about different things around Halifax, Nova Scotia. And if you'd like to subscribe, leave a comment, and hopefully see you back here for future videos. Feel free to ring that bell for future notifications. All these things are free, muchly appreciated. But now, on to my topic du jour. And that is anonymous folks. Yeah, that's it, anonymous folks. People that hide their identity. Like, I use Dead Knot as an alter ego, but I'm not shy about my real name. I have a link to it in various places, and so I'm not too concerned about people knowing who I am. And so I want to talk about the people who you never see their face, you never hear their name. And you've probably seen it on a number of different people's videos, where they spend a lot of time blurring out faces and things like that. And I had to wonder, I wonder why some people do it. And I know a few people who do it. I know some people who did it for a while, but then got too tired of hiding their identity, so to speak. It's not like we're superheroes. I'd like to think I could be, but I'm not. Sorry. So what that comes down to is, for a few people, sometimes they're concerned about what work might think. I was in the military. Basically, as long as I don't do something that's gonna say something stupid and get my bosses in trouble, nobody cared. That's fairly common. Some people, it's just about, online privacy. They still want to be online, but want some privacy. Because you do have, some crazy people out there who will dissect every video, trying to figure out where you live, show up at your door, things like that. I have seen videos where you see a YouTuber come online and say, "Hey folks, what the fuck? That's not cool, showing up at my door, or putting out my friend's personal information out there." And sometimes I wonder if people who openly stay anonymous, some people see that as a challenge to figure out who they are. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing here. But I have seen a few people who just over time, ended up giving up just a little too much information, and I realized it just wasn't worth trying to maintain it. So they just gave up. And, nothing wrong with that. They're just different reasons why you want to do things. And I can see both sides. So there goes my question to you guys, is I know a few people are anonymous. Are you anonymous because you don't want to get caught doing something? I have a bug inside my screen. No, he's on the outside. Are you anonymous because you, in case you decide to get into some shenanigans, you want to be, hidden? Because let's face it, I don't know if anyone, a few people in Canada probably heard of Snowcat. He's a Calgary-based motovlogger who was quite popular for years, but hasn't done much in recent years. Well, he was fairly anonymous. Eventually I kind of figure out who he was, because he drops every now and then, he'd say something or different things, but he got ticketed by the police from his YouTube videos, basically, but he fought them and won, because essentially the video can't prove where it was, when it was, and who was riding. So that becomes the challenge, is what's the reality of getting caught doing something, when as long as there's not video of the entire incident, right from you putting your helmet on, people seeing you get on the bike, there's you know, how can they prove it's you? You know, a lot of people make the jokes, and you see it on the odd thing, you know, when they're speeding or doing something on a closed test track in a different country. And yeah, but that's totally part of it. And that's how a lot of people do things. But you have to kind of wonder, you know, when you start seeing, you know, different things on YouTube, people posting, you know, ludicrous speeds on the freeway, weaving cars, doing things they're not supposed to. And then, like, there was one a few years ago in British Columbia where the guy was caught. And so what they ended up doing was they couldn't prove it was him riding, but they did confiscate the bike because they were able to identify the bike due to like almost forensic style shit, where they looked at the scratches on the windscreen and identified it that way. Plus, you know, they got descriptions saying roughly what kind of bike it was, color, that kind of stuff. So then they were able to use that to confiscate the bike for stunting and those kind of things in that province. You kind of lose things for shit like that. But anyway, what's your thought about people being anonymous? Does it change any perspective, credibility? Do you think it makes sense? Do you kind of scratch your head sometimes? What's your thoughts? I'm indifferent about it. I do understand why some people do it. I guess I just don't see a lot of the point, because there's you know, I'm not sure what the true value is, so to speak. Anyway, I'm going to sign off there. It's been 6-7 minutes. I don't think I have to actually edit this one. This might have been a one-taker. Gotta like it when that happens. So, you know, everyone have a great day. Be who you are, or be who else you want to be. Let's hope I remember to record, because that could be the other side of it that I'll discuss at another time, which is, are you anonymous because you're completely different wingnut online? That can be a completely different conversation. So anyway, have yourself a good one.